Hey, Miss Darnisha.
Don't play with me, Mike.
Where are we going?
To get some food.
What are we gonna eat? Ooh.
And shrimp.
We getting some seafood.
You ain't supposed to be videotaping me when I'm driving. I got my phone in my hand. Now I'm like...
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Maya Anais and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell notification so that you get a reminder every time I upload. If you're not new here, thanks for sticking around, and as promised, I have a new video for you all today. So if you watched my last video, you all are aware that I did lose my best friend in July, and we were going to be doing a seafood boil. And I get the lovely pleasure of doing it with her mother. So, do you want to tell them what we're eating today?
Well, we have corn, potatoes, crab legs, shrimp macaroni and cheese, and crab cakes, and hush puppies.
Yes.
We're hungry.
Okay, so while we are eating, we are going to answer some questions that I have come up with, and I'm not going to be answering any questions. You're going to be answering some questions. So I have about 4 or 5 questions that relate to me and Kennedy growing up, but from her perspective. And she does not know what these questions are, so this should be fun. But before we start, do you want to tell them a little bit about yourself?
I'm Kennedy's mom. Maya's second mom, and I am still, for a better choice of words, processing the passing of my daughter. And in the midst of that, I, along with Maya and another team of marvelous women, we are running Kennedy's not-for-profit, which is Project Kennedy, and we have the virtual walk coming up, and we're just keeping busy with all of that. So I'm keeping myself busy considering all things. And now Maya has drugged me to do this.
Yay!
Oh.
Are you ready for the first question?
I'm ready to eat, but
I'm gonna let you eat some of your food first. Y'all, I've been wanting seafood for like months now, so I'm so happy to dig in. But they didn't give us any bibs, any gloves.
And we both have on white.
And we both feel white. Oh, I can talk about my shirt.
Yeah, talk about your shirt.
So I got this shirt made back in July, and I actually wore it for Kennedy's birthday, but I hadn't shown anyone. So thank you so much, Moochie Warner, for making it for me. But the back says Project Kennedy with her ribbon. And then the front has my favorite picture of us, and it says that our friendship is a gift. This is by far my favorite t-shirt out of all the shirts that I have, so I love it. So, the first question on our roster.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat a piece of sausage first.
This is crazy. Who'd have thought I would be sitting here this time, this day, doing what I see on Facebook all the time, and like,
people
I would never sit there and eat food in front of folks.
It's gonna be good. So, me and Kennedy met in the 7th grade, and we've been basically inseparable since. So your first question is, do you remember how Kennedy and I first met?
No. I just know you show up at my house and you eat noodles and you cook and y'all scream and cheer and stuff. I don't know.
So, the first time that I met her was cheerleading practice.
Okay.
So that was our first, like, interaction.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just asked me to come over.
My house?
Yeah.
How you just gonna be inviting people to my house?
That's what she did. She was like, do you want to come over? Like, we can go over some of the cheers or whatever. This was after a couple of practices.
Obviously.
And I was like, sure, yeah. And so I went over there, and you were like, who are you? Why are you here? I'm like, hi, I'm Maya, friends with Kennedy. We're coming, you know, to practice
your mama
cheers.
know you here?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Next question.
Oh, God.
What is your favorite memory of me and Kennedy? Take your time and eat my shrimp.
My favorite memory is
It's a lot.
oh. Okay, I'm not gonna say the one I was gonna say.
You can say 2.
Well, when you two were mad at each other and we took that road trip down to Western, and y'all wasn't speaking, but we didn't care. That was funny.
Yeah.
But y'all had made up by the time we got back. But my favorite memory is when we swapped kids, me and your mom, and we did that cooking contest. And we made chimichangas and orange dream something dessert. Was it the dream creamsicle?
We made chimichangas, dreamsicle, like Cool Whip, like pudding things. I feel like we made one more thing, but I can't remember.
I want to say we did have 3 things, but I know they made. We won. That's all I know.
Yeah, we were the better cooks. When you watch this video, just know we beat you.
We beat.
Yeah. So we did a lot of fun things when we were kids, and our moms were like our best friends at that time also. So we decided we were gonna have a cooking competition, and we was going all out like Food Network. And we switched parents, and we switched houses. And we cooked. And so our friend Alana, her and her mama wasn't cooking, so they got to be our judges.
I remember.
So we switched houses, and we went over to their house to have them taste test our food, and we literally had like a little party. It was so much fun. We made aprons.
Yes.
And we had team names. We were the hot chicks. And I cannot remember for the life.
I forgot all about that.
Yes. I can't remember what my mom and Kennedy's team name was.
You know I'm petty. It don't matter because they still lost.
Good time. Yeah, that was fun. Question number 3, you actually touched on.
Oh, then we could skip it.
Nope. So, like she said, Kennedy and I stopped being friends for a little while. Don't even know what we had got into it about. I think she didn't like somebody I was friends with at the time. I'm pretty sure that was it. But whatever. We stopped being friends for maybe 6-7 months, I think. It was stupid. I found some old messages, and literally at the end of every message, we would be like, I think this is the last time we're talking, but I love you. And I will never forget, I was reading a message, and Kennedy said, I think we need to see other people. And I literally could not stop laughing because all I hear is you and my mom in the background telling us, y'all fight like a married couple.
Y'all did.
On a regular basis.
We didn't care.
Yeah, they didn't care at all. So yeah, we stopped being friends for a little while. So our parents took it upon themselves to make sure that we stayed friends. Which, being older, now I appreciate. Because I can't imagine if I wasn't friends with Kennedy anymore. But it was the most awkwardest trip we had ever been on. How far was Western? Like 3 hours? 4 hours? We sat that whole car ride not saying a word to each other. My mom, Miss Darnisha in the front seat, laughing, talking about cheerleading, scrapbooking, all these things. And me and Kennedy just sitting next to each other, probably about this far apart, on our phones, looking out the window. And if you've ever been to Western, there is nothing in Maycomb, and there is nothing on the drive there
to look at.
So we looking out the window literally at grass and random trees, and that was it. So we get there, and to make it even better, we're all in one room.
Yeah.
And it was an itty bitty room.
It was 2 beds, a bathroom, and a TV.
And 4 of us. So we get in there, and I'm pretty sure me and Kennedy had the same reaction.
Yes.
Because I was like, you have got to be kidding me. They about to put us in this room together for a whole weekend, and we got to share a bed. I'm thinking I was about to sleep with my mama. They made us sleep together on top of everything else. So I think the next day we were supposed to be going to like a tour, I think maybe, or something. And they forced us to sit down and talk. I don't even know what the conversation I don't even remember what the conversation was about, how it went. I just remember Kennedy being like, you made me mad because you did da, 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 da. And I wouldn't say I'm oblivious, but I tend to not know when I make somebody upset all the time. And so I was like, what are you even talking about? I'm like, we stopped talking because of this? I don't even remember that being the case. And then we made up. That was it. So then we did our little tour, and when we got in the car ride back home, you would think we never had a falling out. We was talking like normal, acting like normal, doing all types of things.
Like normal.
Like normal. And it was awkward. It was. I would never want to do that again. But I'm glad it happened. So y'all didn't care that
We didn't care nothing about y'all. We still don't.
Mm.
Y'all
We
petty.
wasn't friends. We wasn't talking nothing.
That was y'all fault. They ain't had nothing. That didn't have nothing to do with me and your mama.
It didn't.
So
It didn't. That's true. How's your crab?
it's good. I'm actually getting full.
Really? Already? I'm not. It's good.
Some more questions?
Yeah.
Oh Lord
I
Jesus.
told you. What was your biggest hope for Kennedy and I?
For any mother or parent, my hope is the same, which is for you to go as far as you can in life with what you wanted to do. I pushed her to do things that she enjoyed because unfortunately, some of us learn the hard way. So you get yourself in a situation where you have to work certain jobs and then you get stuck. And you're stuck doing things that you really didn't want to do or didn't see yourself in life. So her goal was obviously to graduate, which cancer knocked out a couple of years of her finishing. She did get her not-for-profit off the ground, so she wanted to soar with that to help other cancer families and patients. I wanted her to just be able to do the things that she dreamed of doing. And same as you got a lot of stuff in your pipeline, and we just got to make it happen. We just didn't want you all to struggle the way we had to struggle as parents. Not to say we didn't have a good life.
Yeah.
But a lot of things can come easy sometimes if you guys just do it, just listen, ask questions, ask for help, and it'll be so much easier. But I see you being on the right path, and so was she.
Yeah.
With all the things that she'd accomplished at such a young age.
Yeah.
So,
especially with what she had going on. She
yes.
was definitely the type of person, like, you wouldn't have known she had cancer.
She never wanted a pity party.
No, you would never know because she didn't let it be known. Unless you had a conversation with her and she happened to have mentioned it, you would have never known.
Mm-hmm.
She's good. They got a little cold. But they good. You want one?
No, they cold.
She likes her food steaming.
It don't
Like-
have to be steaming, but it has to be hot. A little smoke don't hurt nobody.
You know when you eat the food and then you be like, that's how she likes to eat her food. Be burning the roof of
I
your
don't be
mouth.
burning my mouth.
It be burning my mouth. It be too hot.
Some like it hot.
I like it warm. I want to enjoy my food. I don't
enjoy
need
my
it
food.
to burn my taste buds.
I just don't like cold food or warm food. My food just has to be hot. Mike, leave me alone.
So, I touched briefly
Mm-hmm.
on in my last video about Kennedy's story.
Mm-hmm.
But I was wondering if you could elaborate a little bit. Just a little bit about her journey and how you all decided to do this. And that'll segue into what we're doing with Project Kennedy.
Well, for those who don't know, Kennedy was diagnosed at the age of 21 with sarcoma cancer, which we thought was a toothache. Her tooth was bothering her. And it's funny because it was right after her 21st birthday in July, which is, she's a Cancer. And so we go to the dentist. They say she needs her wisdom teeth pulled.
I pulled out all the pieces for you. If y'all can see it.
And I got corn in my teeth and you pulling out meat. Gone, Maya. So they pulled all 4 of her teeth, and she went from the beginning of August when she had the teeth pulled all the way to November, just still in pain from her right side. We go back to the doctor, come to find out it's something wrong. We're thinking it's an infection of some sort, as well as the surgeon. He thought it was an infection as well. It's really hard to do this and you just get through eating because you have to burp, you got stuff going on, you got food in your teeth.
Let it out.
This is...
They seeing us in our element.
No.
They seeing me in my element.
They go in to do surgery to clean out what we thought was infection. They call us 6 days later to tell us it's cancer, and the journey began. So her diagnosis was a year's worth of chemo. So we would go to the hospital, stay for 5 days. So I walked to work and walked back to the hospital. We stayed there for a week. We would go home for 3 weeks, go back. She would have a 3-hour treatment. Go home for 3 weeks, go back. We stay for 5 days. So we did this for a year. Mm-hmm. She was cancer free. They got it all out. They did a surgery to remove the cancer from her jaw. So what they did was they took her left fibula bone from her leg and reconstructed her mouth with a whole new bone.
That was
and
crazy.
It was really crazy. Anywho, while we're in the hospital for all those days and weeks at a time, we decided to do a book. But the book is not just the regular book. The book is a pictorial, which is pictures of her whole journey from the day, and this coat goes into being a scrapbooker. I'm always taking pictures of stuff because you never know. So I was taking pictures of her on the elevator, going to the dentist, before and after surgery, her doctors. I was just taking all these pictures. So when I decided, we blinking. What that mean?
Better.
Look at that. Gonna have me say all this and get us cut off.
No, it's still going. I'm gonna change the battery. Hold on.